All right, this video we're gonna cut the body up. Catch everyone up. Got this out of my parents' backyard. Tried a couple things like starting with a 9-volt battery. We tested the motor, made sure it was working. The rear end is where it needs to be, but the problem we got now is the body don't sit on here right after all the modifications we've done to it. So even with this lined up in the front hole that it needs to be, everything's raised up in the back because of the rear end being lifted almost about a foot. So the center section needs to come down. These fenders need to actually come out as well. A lot of people just cut it right here and just push it down and let these fenders flop up like that. They come up like this. But I want this to still look like the factory fenders in the back. I kind of think I got a plan that I think will work for the way I'm wanting to do this. Lower the body back down where it needs to be here, but these fenders are going to be up and out from there. The first thing I did, I had created a center line down the middle of the mower to make the marks where I knew where I needed to cut and to keep them easy to see. I used a trick I actually saw from
the Rat Rod Bob School of Rat Rodology, a little shot where dreams come true.
Instead of string though, I went ahead and took some fine line tape and laid it down everywhere where I felt like it needed to be cut. And then after I got all the tape where I wanted to be, I went over it with the red spray paint. And after I peeled the tape off, now you can see exactly where I'm planning on cutting this. I'm hoping with the way I got this set up, it should do exactly what I'm wanting to. I'm wanting this tractor to be a little bit wider in the rear, but I do want this as low as I can get with these being as factory looking as I could. So these are gonna go up. The footsteps are actually gonna kind of come up a little bit with the fenders while this all stays, because when we cut it here and all the way back, I think I could go ahead and bend this. Go ahead and bend this up like this, and that'll push this out and up, but then when I bend it back down, it should be flat like this is right now, but out farther and up higher. I hope that made sense. So now the first thing I want to do is set up a stand just for the body, and then we're going to start cutting it up. I want to start with the passenger side first. I want the driver's side to look the best. Now after even making those markings and stuff, I've kind of thought about where I got these lines at and when I'm going to bend, and if any of this metal is going to get in the way. So like in here where that's got a double bend almost, it's bending up and down. I almost feel like this needs to come over more. I almost want to bring it all the way out here to where I'm just dealing with one bend to compete with, and go ahead and cut it and bring it down here. We'll be putting new reinforcements in from the body to this fender later, but I just want to get it to fit first. These are kind of actually at an angle too. I'm wondering if I should go ahead, because that's flat. I don't think that angle cut's gonna make a big difference. I just wanted to come down here where it was the where this hole's at, mainly because that's where it's also doing two different bends here. It's starting to bend up on this foot piece. I want this to all stay intact. All I'm gonna be using too for all this metal cutting is just the cheap grinder I got from Ace Hardware, and a handful of I got a couple cut-off discs. I'm hoping these are going to be enough. And I got a flat disc if I got to clean anything else up. This is really just got to come off. We're not going to be needing it. Best step now is just let's just start cutting this and let's see how it goes as we go. Let's get a first look on if my idea even worked. I think it worked. Kind of. Bam. Dude. This body's sitting on the transmission. If I do that. Ugh, what a mess. Let's see where we were at again. I had gotten everything cut, like we said, the show to make how much room we now have. I went ahead and bent this all the way up to move this all the way forward. That way, this fender is now sitting flat. It is kind of sticking out quite a bit, but I think I might go ahead and bring it back in a little bit, but not by bending it. I may end up going ahead and cutting and shortening this to bring this back over a little bit. But I want to wait till I have the front wheels on it so I know exactly how narrow I want to keep this, because I may bring the wheels out more. I don't know yet. Just kind of winging it on this project. This one's just for funsies, just for learning how to make videos and also to see what I can and can't do out of my garage right now. But speaking of which, this isn't my garage. I rent this place. These are my shelves and my tools and stuff, but I can't do much in here. I can't install lights, can't paint, can't anything. That changes. That's one of the things I've been busy on. It's not a YouTube channel thing, but just a regular life thing. Hold on, it looks a little dirty there. Ooh. Anyways, no, me and my wife, we're buying a house, and we might actually get to move in before Christmas. That's one of the things that's been taking up my time. The other is pretty much out of all four of my cars, if anything could go wrong with them, it happened. First, it was my wife's brakes. Then Spike wasn't running right, so I was driving the Tahoe. And then the Tahoe broke, and that needed special order parts. So then I had to get a battery back in Spike and drive it. But then within a week, it started falling on its face. And so I ended up spending like all my time working on fixing it, or the wife's car, or the Tahoe, and on top of that, I've been working 6 days a week. But now I'm back to working 312s. I got 4 days off a week. And I got plenty to do. And I got plenty already filmed and stuff to make future videos. This is just where I'm at right now. And I kind of want those that care, that's your update. If you're all here for the build, well, we'll get back to that right now.